Good morning, guys. It is day number 20. Oh my God, I have to say, I slept last night. I did some of the red mangada. A little bit. I didn't go like a teaspoon or nothing because I don't want to get addicted or whatever, or catch no habit or have it not work for me or anything. Like I've been telling you guys, I've been struggling, not being able to sleep. But all and behold, I said I wasn't going to take anything to try to sleep, but my body needed it. I took a half a Risperdal. No, a whole Risperdal and one Klonopin. And I did my tea. I did not see 9:30, 8:30, 10:30, 11:30. I saw 12 o'clock when I did wake up because I dosed about 2:30 in the afternoon, I think. And it lasted me that long. And I finally fell asleep, woke up at 12. So I was feeling a little, So I took some. But I don't know really what I was feeling because the Risperdal had me kind of like groggy. So I didn't know if it was from the Risperdal or the withdrawals. But I do say I wasn't tossing and turning that much. So after I took the drink, I managed to fall asleep and wake up from 12 to 9 o'clock this morning, which I gave myself like a half an hour before I dosed because I wanted to make sure what was I feeling. I needed to know where I'm at with this withdrawal journey. And I have to say, I'm way far from the beginning. The beginning was like I used to wake up nervous making the tea and trying to get that in my system because of the way I was feeling. This morning, I wasn't feeling that way. So I was trying to make sure that what I was feeling was the grogginess still from the Risperdal, which I'm 100% sure is what it was because I felt it before. And not so much of the withdrawal. The only thing I had was like I sneezed a lot and I was yawning a lot, but that's part of the withdrawal. But as far as the painful, disgusting way of feeling when you're withdrawing was not there. So I have to say that from day one till 20 days today, this opiate is really leaving my body. It's really leaving my body. And I have to thank the Kratom for that because it's made the last week like so peaceful. You know, the only trouble I've been having, like I've been telling everybody, is I haven't been able to sleep. So just for you guys who are starting out, don't give up. You know, I saw a girl being discouraged because she couldn't find her dosage. I felt the same way, girl. You will find your dosage. You will find your dosage and you will be content at it. So, like I said, I was going to try to see where I was at with this withdrawal. So I waited a half an hour. So it didn't have the withdrawals. What I had was the yawning. I mean, so what? That's nothing. And a little, not so much energy. But like I said, I have the withdrawal still lingers in me. That's why I don't like taking it. I'm a small person. Maybe it's too much. But I knew that if I only took a half, I would still be tossing and turning half the night, getting maybe 2 hours, 3 hours. I needed like 6, 7 hours of sleep. And I think I got that minus 2 hours. You know, 1 hour I woke up, but fell right back to sleep. I feel so much better. Like if, it's been 20 days. I'm going to give it another 2 weeks before I start cutting down on the Kratom and seeing where I'm at, with the withdrawal. And I think it's almost over. I really think it's almost over. I'm a little excited because the way I woke up wasn't that bad. I didn't wake up sick like in the beginning when I first started the Kratom, when you have to keep dosing every 7 or 8 hours or whatever because your body's still going through withdrawal. I didn't feel it like that. I did not feel it like that. I felt like, okay, when you're waiting for something to happen, especially when you're sick and you're going to be sick, your mind is so consumed with waiting for that moment to happen. And it's disgusting. You can't enjoy anything when you're waiting for something to happen. So I waited a half an hour and I was like, okay, I'm a little groggy from the pill. Is it true what I'm feeling? Am I really almost withdrawing? I think I'm halfway there compared to the way I was feeling on January 16, when I first started this mission, 3 days after I stopped taking Suboxone. I was so sick. Now, from day 1 to day 20, every day gets so much better, you guys. Don't give up. Don't give up. Every day gets much better. My face don't seem that swollen. I know I'm wearing a cap, but I just wanted to show you guys how it is. I've tried to get up in the morning and try to do this. I did it after I did my tea about 9 o'clock, 9:15. Like I said, no, about 9:30 because I waited. It took like maybe 20, 25 minutes and it hit me. And it was only a half a teaspoon and a little bit more. Not even half of the whole half a teaspoon. But it hit the spot. I can't feel any better. The pain is gone. Or I wasn't feeling any pain. I don't know. Like I said, I'm a little confused about what I'm feeling. But I know I felt the grogginess of the pill. Didn't like it. And I know once I drank the tea, it was going to go away. And it did. And it did. I have no withdrawals, a little chills, but even that is just, dismantling, I call it. And I can't believe that I actually slept. And I'm hoping that tonight that I'll be able to sleep again. I did the red strain. It's great for sleeping. That helped. But I've been on the red strain for 3 days. So I'm going to cut that one out and I'm going to do the green Magda, which that's what I'm doing this morning. And I have to say, I had that batch for like 2 weeks and it's still going. It's still going. It's still strong. I bought that from Red Devil Kratom and it's still strong. I keep it by the window because of the cold. And right now I'm dealing with botanicals, which I like them. I like their whole advertisement. I like their whole commitment to the whole thing. And their packaging is like awesome in tin cans. And that's the best way to do it. I don't like the plastic wrap thing. I feel it's so cheesy, You're making so much money and you package it cheesy. No disrespect, Red Devil Kratom, but your shit is good too. I ordered some more from them. I'm back and forth. I hope this batch is just as good. But I think I have enough to get where I'm going. I could see taking the Kratom here and there, but I won't be abusive with it. Because like I said, I'm still worried about getting up and being able to like not function without it. I don't want that because I'm so struggling to get off this opiate as it is. And I would be so happy when I could look in that doctor's face and say, and not so little as F you, I don't need you anymore. And you really don't want to say that because you don't know where you're going to go from there. Because once you kick off all these drugs, you have to deal with the mental aspects of it. It's going to be a new you, new feelings, new everything, and sometimes we get too happy with ourselves and think, like an alcoholic, oh, I could drink just one. One is no, when you're an addict, one is too much and 1,000 is too many. So, once an addict, that's it. I'm an addict. I will always be an addict. I'm sorry if my son sees this and his friend sees this. I don't care. I'm just, I need to get better. I feel so great. No pain, no nothing. Just a little tricky with the mind. It's tricky with the mind because now it's a new you. And I haven't been taking my depression pills. And I have to say, I'm not going to say I won't take my depression pills. But since I've been on the Kratom, I've been off of my depression pills. And I haven't gotten depressed even through this whole ordeal. I have not felt any depression in 3 weeks. I think the last time I took it was like 2.5 weeks ago. I don't even go in my medicine thing. I don't even bother. I look at them and I just take my vitamins that I have bought, my Imodium, but I stopped taking the Imodium because I'm not going to the bathroom that much. The Kratom keeps me regular, which, that's great because I have problems with my digestive system. And for me, I did the tea. The hot tea works for me so much better. I did the toss and wash and, maybe it was because it was too much in the beginning and I wasn't properly dosing, but the toss and wash, I can't. I have a funny stomach and I blew up so much and it was so uncomfortable, but to each his own. You'll find your happy medium. You'll find your way or whatever. I'm not a Kratom expert. I'm just learning. But I will tell you, for all you guys who want to come off opiates, try the Kratom. Can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. It's better than sitting in that freaking bed, tossing and turning and wishing to find death somehow. And those are not real feelings, like you shouldn't be feeling like you want to end your life because you're so much in pain. It's so uncomfortable. You can't manage. You can't function. You can't do anything. And yes, I had felt suicidal in the first week of this whole ordeal when I couldn't find my happy medium. I was like, that's it. I'm done. I got to go back on this shit for life. I don't want to be on that shit for life, And then I stopped the Kratom for 3 days and I said, I gotta find a way. And I looked up the videos and I, stopped listening and learned from each and every one of you guys out there. I've learned a little bit off of each and every one of you. And I am so glad that there's a whole community of this. If you're feeling stuck and you don't understand or strain or or dosage or whatever, just look at the videos and look at people's journey, and you'll see that it does work. I am living proof. I am kicking off of withdrawals. I'm on day 20th, and it's working for me, and I feel wonderful. I ain't saying I feel beautiful, but I am not in pain, and it's making this whole ordeal so much better to handle. I'm not depressed, which that's something I'm going to do some research over, because if I don't have to put the pills back in my body, that's even great. Like, okay, like I feel functional, and I don't feel no pain, no nauseated, no sneezing, no yawning. The yawning, I felt it before I took the tea, because I still feel there's a little bit left inside me, but not like it was the first few days. I will tell you guys, when you do start to withdraw, unless you find your happy medium, you're going to go through it. The Kratom does work. You just have to find your happy medium. Too much is just too much. It'll make you sick. It'll make you disappointed. It'll make you think this is not for me. Oh, whoa, why it won't work for me? It will work for you. Unless you have a body of steel, I don't know, but it will work. You just have to find your happy medium. I find in different strains, different doses. So the red strain is a little stronger, which is great for the opiate, but you don't want to stay on it a whole week, because you want to make sure that it works when you want to use it. So I've been using it for 3 days. So now I stopped, and I went to my green mangada. You need to switch up. Don't stay on one strain, because then it won't work for you, and then you have to stick to the green, which I think is the medium. I don't know, but it's working for me, unless the withdrawals are not that bad anymore. And hallelujah, I think I will be done with this by the, let's say, the 15th of the March is when I'm probably going to go down on the dosage and start without it. I'm not going to say I'm going to stop, because I got some, green regular strain and some white, for when you're feeling a little low energetic, because once you withdraw, you have to find your energy level has to come back. You have to build all that back up. And all that takes time, and it might take months. But I am so ready for that. Instead of going through the withdrawals, which is the worst part, guys. The withdrawals are the worst part. Once that is over, you don't have to worry about the physical part anymore. It's just the emotional and psychological part of it, which they say is hard, which it is. But if you're not in pain, all the more better. All the more better. You'll be more successful at it. But like I said, I woke up, I felt a little groggy, and that was from the Risperdal. I know it was, because I felt it. That's why I don't take the Risperdal like that. I got like so much of it. Like I can run a pharmacy on it, because I get it from my doctor, but I don't really take it. I only take it when I go, because you never know when you need it. When I can't sleep, I take it. And Lord and behold, with the withdrawal, I took it. This is the second time it worked. So I guess as you're withdrawing, it gets easier. Your body accepts the medication much better, because you're not going through all that crazy stuff. Your body's going through crazy, crazy stuff. But I'm just here to say to all you guys who are struggling with the Kratom, can't find your happy medium, you will. Don't give up. Stop. Take some time. Take 2 days, 3 days. Clean all that overload or whatever too much you put in. And clean yourself, and then start off low. Low is more. I learned that the hard way. And every time I do the Kratom, I be like, don't get greedy. Low is better, and low is great. Low is great. You don't need a lot. You just don't need a lot. You're not going to get high. If you think you're going to get high, you're just going to feel nauseated. And you're not going to be able to enjoy the Kratom through your withdrawal. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to. When you feel normal, you might think that's not normal. Yes, it is normal. That's just a normal you. You're just not used to it, because you've been so inebriated with all these opiates for such a long time that you really wasn't you. And as time go by, you will start getting to know yourself a little bit better. Your old self, back when you wasn't doing any drugs or nothing. I can't stress enough to you guys, you will have your happy medium. You will find your sweet spot. I started off roughly for me. I wanted to throw everything out the window. I cried. I was like, what's wrong with me? Why can't I get this down packed? Why, out of all the millions of them, why I have to be the one that it don't work? You know, I said, if this doesn't work, I'm like truly effed. Like, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna get off this? I couldn't find the light at the end of the tunnel, and I had to sit back and readjust, regroup myself, and say, sit, think, leave the shit alone for 3 days. I left it. It came out of both ways, the mouth and the back, you know, and then it's like cleaned me out. Then I started dosing the proper way, little by little, until I finally got the right dosage. Now I'm fine. I'm fine now. I know pretty much what I have to do and how to do it. And day 20, you guys, day 20 of Office of Boxing, and day 20 during my journey of opiate withdrawals, which is getting better. Which I was talking to my sister. I told her I'm going to take another 2 weeks with this Kratom. I'm not going to stop the Kratom, but I'm just going to delete it a little bit as I go along, because if I'm already getting better, there's no sense in keep taking the same dosage. Why would you want to do that when you're already, your withdrawals already, you know, leveling themselves out? You're not going through the major withdrawals anymore. So there's no sense in you dosing 5 grams and all that, 7 grams. You don't need to do that. You know, start cutting yourself down, because the worst part is over. I knew you were starting. So I'm going to leave you with that in mind, you guys. Any thoughts, comment, or subscribe. I don't know how to do this. I can't get the comment thing up. I have to ask somebody. So whenever I see that bell, I see a comment, oh, great. Well, if anything, I'll see you guys later. Enjoy your day, because I know I'm going to enjoy mine. Bye-bye.